Okay, guys, so let's see the cost management part. Now, there can be certain factors affecting cost in Azure, which is like resource type. So if you're creating a virtual machine, it will have a different cost. If you're creating a database, it can have a different cost. Consumption. You are using a virtual machine for full 24 hours, it will cost you more. You are using a virtual machine only for 12 hours, it might have a different pricing. Now, how will you go ahead and find out which virtual machine is getting utilized to its fullest and which machine requires a shutting down? So, you need to keep monitoring the Azure footprint which you have so that you can take care of these particular things. Geographic locations can have a different pricing. For example, if you create a virtual machine in East US, you will have a lesser pricing. If you go ahead and create a virtual machine in India, let's say, it will have a different pricing. One of the things which definitely comes into picture is the network traffic. Simply speaking, if you upload any data, that is not costing you. But if you download any data, that costs you, whatever is the pricing. Let's take an example. You are just connecting to your virtual machine through RDP. So whatever the inbound connection to your system is coming from Azure, that is on a chargeable basis. When it comes to subscriptions, there are different subscriptions available. We have spoken about this in earlier videos, but there are certain subscriptions where Azure or Microsoft gives you better pricing. Let's say you want a dev test kind of a subscription. You get a free trial which has got a different costing. So all these particular things are to be taken care. Azure has got its own marketplace. Let's say you develop an application which you want people to use it on Azure. Better to upload it on a marketplace. It's an open source container platform which has got different images of virtual machines, databases, different applications, developer tools. In fact, quite a lot of applications and listings are there. If you see this particular slide, you get to see how exactly the marketplace looks like. Like I can see Windows Server, Ubuntu, and below somewhere SQL Server 2022 on Windows Server, Red Hat Linux. All these are images which are available on the marketplace. Azure has got its own pricing calculator, so you can open pricing calculator uh, on the internet and check out how much your virtual machine or your database or your storage will cost you. Uh, Depending on the region, what tier you have, uh, are there any support options available? What is the dev test pricing? All these options are available. Similarly, the earlier slide spoke about the resource costing. The total cost of ownership calculator is an estimation tool which tells you that over a period of time how much money your company would be saving, comparing it with your on-premise infrastructure. So this report comes out where it checks that if you have, let's say, on-premise infrastructure and you're spending X amount on Azure, your total cost saving over a period of time would be Y amount. Azure has got its own cost management, which sends you reports. You can create budgets. You can apply budgets. Let's say you are doing a project. The project is going to go ahead and give you a X amount of income. You can put a Y amount that only Y amount will be spent on this particular project. And similarly, let's say if the Y amount is meeting 90% or someone has utilized 90% of the budget, you will get an alert along with a recommendation that please go ahead and fund your project so that your resources keep running. Right, guys. So you see this pricing calculator, and if you see you have got virtual machine, storage account, database, whatever option you want to go ahead and select and check out the pricing. I've selected virtual machine and let's go on the virtual machine. You can select regions. There are different regions available. Select the region, which operating system you want, Linux or Windows, what kind of operating system it is, BizTalk, SQL Server, whether it is a standard or basic tier. And then you have got different sizes available. Select whatever size. Let's say I've selected over here A size, and I'm selecting, let's say, 14 GB of memory. Now, 730 hours, and how much will be the costing? It's going to show me that. There are different options available, like do you want to include the license, hybrid benefit, uh, reservation, saving plans, all these options are available, and you can see $525.60 is the pricing for this particular virtual machine. Now, other thing comes is the total cost of calculator. This is where you will go ahead and put all the details of your workload which you have. Let's say I have got, uh, let's say, around 1000 servers on premises, which has got, let's say, 8 GB of memory and maybe two or four cores of processor, and then I will go ahead and check out what exactly would be the pricing. One of the things which I have not gone ahead and done is the storage. So let me go ahead and add the storage also. Once I add the storage, it will go ahead and give me the output related to how much I would be saving. So let's add storage, maybe 10 TB and backup, or let's say 20 TB, something like that, 10 TB and 10 TB of backup. And now if I go ahead and click next, it will go ahead and ask me the assumptions which are supposed to be adjusted. So let's say I want software assurance, whether it is a GRS storage, whether virtual machine costs are included, enable this calculator, not recommend V series. All these options are available. Other assumptions are the electricity which would be costing, and as you can see, networking. Now if you see the report, this report tells me that over a period of 5 years I can save such a huge cost if I go towards Azure. Thing it talks about is Azure tags. Tags are basically metadata for your Azure resources. It logically organizes your Azure resources. It is basically name and value pair. Typically, if you want to associate your resources with something, if you go ahead and see again this particular video, you'll see that I'm trying to go ahead and create a tag or assign a tag onto my virtual machine. So if I go onto my virtual machine, on top you can see assign a tag, and there are two tags which are already there. Let me go ahead and add one more tag, which is, let's say, uh, this particular virtual machine is being created for Chitkara University. It's for a demo, save it, and now if I go into my network PC and check out the tags over there, you will see on the right hand side that the chitkara.demo tag is available. Thank you guys for watching the video.